Beaver Creek Deer Camp. Here we come. Beaver Creek Deer Camp. Here we come. Ooh. Beaver Creek Deer Camp. Here we come. And subscribe to watch more Papa's videos.
Well, good morning. My name's Tom. I come to you from the Rustic log cabin in Northern Maine. Welcome to my, opening up some frozen ice water. Welcome to my shop today. Hotter than blazes. High humidity. And us Mainers don't like high humidity. Well, I'm building up a utility trailer today for Beaver Creek. I don't know if I mentioned it last year or not, but on my trips back and forth, I found a lawn trailer, a steel one, on the side of the road, free for the taking. There's the wagon. There's the broken tongue. She broke right down there where it meets. Right there. Couple of things wrong with it. It had 2 flat tires and the tongue was broke. So when you're a country boy and you can make something from nothing, this is a perfect project for my kind of lifestyle. Number one is, you know, you go buy them things, they're a couple $100 or more. Especially this one, it's a deep one. I'll show it to you. Deep one, solid metal. Perfect, a good size, real good size for hauling gear back and forth into Beaver Creek. Especially where I got my nephews going in here in a week to help me put in the hunt shacks. So I'm building this up to get them in there. But anyways, the reason you don't want to spend money on this stuff is, number one, I can leave this anywhere. I can leave it on the trail. I can leave it at the parking lot. I can leave it at the cabin. I can leave it anywhere and not worry about it. Because I don't have anything in it. I'm going to have, maybe 2 hours worth of work in it today. I've got to put some tubes in the tires, so whatever time that takes to put tubes in, and I'm up and running. And this thing will hook up behind the 6-wheeler, the 4-wheeler, as well as it's light duty, so I can even put it in the trailer with the 6-wheeler. And sometimes that would save me a double trip. Right now, the way it sets, because the trailer is too big to go in the trailer with the 6-wheeler, is I have to make a trip into the cabin, pick up the trailer, and then go back out to the vehicle to pick up my tools or whatever extra that doesn't fit in the back of the 6-wheeler. So that's what this is all about today. So come along for the build, and I want to show you how a country boy will survive and how you do this lifestyle. This right here is one of those projects that is my lifestyle 100%. And if you would like to have this kind of lifestyle, these are the kind of skills and the kind of deals that I feel that you should probably look for and try to develop in your skill set. Because stuff like this is what keeps the cost down. There is enough stuff to spend money on when it comes to this kind of lifestyle that buying all of your equipment isn't necessarily the answer. So come along. I've already salvaged one part. I got that. You'll see in the video. So I've got my tongue piece all salvaged. I salvaged the tongue already, as well as the hitch. So we're good to go. This right here is my very first boat trailer. I built it over 40 years ago for a lap streak wooden boat. I finished using it probably 35 years ago. Other than using it for hauling firewood, stuff like that out of the woods. But what I'm down here today for is I need to rob the end off that tongue. I'm building up a trailer today for Beaver Creek for hauling in supplies and goods and all kinds of stuff for when I bring the boys over and my nephews here in a couple of weeks to put in the tree stand. So here we are, stealing this. And I'm going to be rebuilding a trailer today. So stick around and you'll see how we come up with a free utility trailer for Beaver Creek. There it is. Salvaged. Even managed to save the nuts and bolts. And I meant to add this to the last video that came out about that cook stove, camp stove. Every piece of that cook stove was from the salvage pile. The stove was from the salvage pile. The regulator from the salvage pile. The copper was from the salvage pile. Everything I needed to, the legs for that stove that I built up was from the salvage pile. So I was able to put a 3-burner cook stove with an oven in that cabin for $0. And you know, and that thing will probably be there until the end of time. You know, what goes wrong with gas? Absolutely nothing. Especially one that you're lighting with a match. So that's how I've actually have outfitted the entire cabin at Beaver Creek through a scrap pile and lawn sales. And you'll see we got pots and pans and dishes and silverware. You name it. That place is stuffed to the gills with things that you could. I've got come-alongs there now. I've got rope pulleys. All came from a lawn sale. So that'll be nice for putting up deer, putting up timbers. I've actually got 2 of them there now. And each one of them, one I paid $5 for, and the other I paid $10 for. So each one of those is going to come in handy over there on the meat pole. And it all came from lawn sales. So I have completely outfitted that cabin with scrap piles, lawn sales, and garage sales. So that's how you outfit a cabin for no money. So I'll have some lemonade with me. I do have a coffee going. This is still melting, so I ain't getting much out of it, but I do have one that's all melted. So I'm going to go get some of that and get going on this project. We're going in, I'm bringing the cabins in tomorrow, and then I've got help coming out next weekend. So I need to have this wagon up and going and ready so I can move their camping equipment in so that they can be comfortable while they're at Beaver Creek. So you have a great day. Let's come along. Let's get this project going. Need to make a spot for my ground wire. Ow. This is a tilt trailer, and I don't want it to tilt. So we're going to take all this stuff off. And then we're going to weld the body down to this tongue before I install a 2-inch new tongue. We don't throw anything away, because who knows what we'll be able to build out of these parts. They will go into my scrap pile of things I can work with. There's a lot of stuff still to build. Got a spring in there. We got this piece with all kinds of goodies. Yeah, see that? Got a nice spring. Got a lever. This would make a good lever on a door. Anything. Nice bolt. So that's one more step. Sun coming out, getting hot again. If we do that, I know done well those nuts and bolts won't loosen up. Yeah. Okay, time to deal with the tires. Old tire. Crappy bushing. Imagine that's a plastic bushing, all worn out, goes up against there. What a piece of crap. So what I'm replacing it with is this is a heavy duty 1-inch washer. That's going to go on there. And then they had this plastic bushing. I'm replacing it with a steel bushing. And one more washer. Hopefully, we'll see. I'd like to put a washer out here too. So, new tire, new rim, whole 9 yards. Always use a rubber hammer when pounding. Yeah, so see, I need to go way out here. So I'm gonna, and I want it out there too. So I bought some extra washers for bushings. That bag of washers cost me $30. Unbelievable. But see, they're heavy duty washers, really thick. So I'm gonna get this tire off here. See what we need. These trailers, you can buy a trailer like this, a heavy duty trailer, but they're about $400 to $500 at least. And they come with this axle is the exact same axle that's on like a utility trailer that you would buy from Cabela's or something like that for your four-wheelers. And I got this trailer for free. So the only money I've spent so far is on these tires. And these tires were, I don't know if you can see. I'm going to take some of this grease right here and stick inside the holes. That's all these trailers have, is you got to grease them up every once in a while. Now, the old rims have got a grease fitting. I wish these ones did. But what I'll do is, once a season, I'll roll this thing over and, whoops, I'll roll this thing over once a season and give them a grease. Oh shoot. Talking to you guys, I forgot to throw on some bearings. I mean some spacers. It's a little bit tight, but that's all right. It'll wear. It turns. That's all I care about. And then with a little bit of running, I want to spread that out as much as I can. Hopefully that's not too much. You'll find out if it is. I'll pound it off. Pound it off, put some more in. Not enough, gotta add some more. Keep count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'll know for the other side. There. Gonna take one off. So that I can put it on the other side. I'm actually going to take 2, so I'll have just a little bit of play. I think I'm going to leave it the way I had it. See, that's already, it's probably just paint. Do that, put a cotter pin in it, and we got it. I even bought some new cotter pins for it. If I can get them in. I put in an oversized cotter pin here, and I'm even going to bend this because I don't want it coming out on its own if I can. Probably going to take some more tools. There it is. Brand new sneakers. That was $58 for the tire and the rim. So we'll see what happens. 8 washers for a spacer, and 1 to keep the spacer away from the frame of the trailer. I guess I could have used 2 of them spacers, so when I get back to town I'm going to buy 2 more of the 2-inch spacers and save my 1-inch washers for some other project. The washers cost $30, the spacers were $3 a piece, so much cheaper to go with spacers. LOL. I just wasn't sure what would really work. Boy, this one don't want to go on at all. There they are, new sneakers. New tongue, all welded up, heavy duty. This thing was never built to be this rugged. A country boy will survive.
6-wheeler ride! We are Papa's grandkids. 6-wheeler ride! 6-wheeler ride! We are Papa's grandkids. 6-wheeler ride. 6-wheeler ride. 6-wheeler ride. We are Papa's grandkids. We are Papa's grandkids. We are Papa's grandkids. Whoa, whoa, whoa.